guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. Is it going good? My day is going wonderfully. It's one of those, I've had a great week. The last couple weeks have been really good, where I just feel like that excitement again for things. Do you know what I mean? Like, not that life was so bad, it was so terrible. It's just that, you know, you go through seasons. You go through seasons, adjustments. We moved here. My mom passed away. I'm running kids. I'm changing life. I'm changing a little bit things how I do my channel because life is different. It's not the same 120 breakfast burrito sandwiches anymore. It's not, 250 muffins at a time, because we did make a lot of muffins yesterday, but it's just different, and it's a season. So you either can welcome those seasons, or you can kind of be against them, fight against them, and it's just is a longer process of getting to where you need to be. You know what I mean? And so I know life, it like I said, I'm 50, it's going through perimenopause. My kids are teens, they're growing up, they're finding jobs, they're doing things. It's like they're ending their school, and it's different. It's different on different things. And so, and I'm changing, I'm growing, and it's like, all right, what's life going to be? And sometimes you're just in the enthralls of raising kids. Like, I remember when they were all little, I say the last 6, because the older 4, it seems like, I had a little break in between each one. But the last 6, it was like they were so close in age, and it was so busy. When they were babies, I think we had 6 under 6 at one point, probably, or 6 under 7, whatever the numbers were. It was a lot. So, but you just do. So you don't really think about, like, is my day amazing? It's just you rejoice in the little days. You're grateful that you got food to feed them. You're grateful that everybody stayed healthy for the most part, minus little sicknesses here and there, and that you did it. And then you find little things that make yourself happy, like, ooh, I created a fun activity for them, or ooh, I found a cleaning schedule that works for my home, or I just made a these are my own personal things. I made a master grocery list. Now shopping is 10,000 times easier. It's less stress. And so you learn to kind of take those things out so it becomes more enjoyable in life. It's not that, because life it's never just handed. Maybe some people get it handed to them, but I haven't experienced that. You know what I mean? Where even the people I hand it to them still experience struggles, I think. So it's like you just go through and you figure things out, and then as they grew, when I'm at home full time, it's just finding different things, writing curriculum, and that brings me joy to be able to help others that way, serving at my church and doing things that nobody else liked doing behind the scenes, because that's something that I enjoyed doing at our last church, and just where, things benefited me, and it's like it benefited them, and it just, you're able to do things that you enjoy. You know what I mean? And so showing up every day for you guys, it's like, I enjoy that. I enjoy hearing comments from people. I enjoy hearing people saying, you know what, I don't comment often, but like, thank you for showing up every day. Every day you show up. And I'm like, you're welcome. And so I'm reminded by why I do the things I do. It's like I said, it's not always 100 freezer meals. It's really no freezer meals anymore. Maybe freezer meat. That's about all we do. It's just different. This is my season in life, but it's still, showing up consistently, doing those things. And so I was working on school curriculum for a while, and, my love is food. I love making food. And so when the kids want to have friends over, I'm like, I'll cater everything. You need food for something? I'll make it, because I just enjoy making food. That's something I really enjoy. And so I've had an opportunity lately to be able to make some, and for something outside the home. And that excites me, because it's given me a new, all right, I get to do what I love to do and experiment and try something new. And so it's just, God is good like that. God is good. He's good all the time. It's the problem is us, me, myself, because we get in the way. We doubt God. I think so many times, like, where did I start doubting you, God? Like, what part did I forget? Like, what you do in my life? Like, where did that happen? And then I'm like, oh, I'm reminded from this situation, my mom passing. Then I'm reminded of, situation moving and changing life. And oh, I remember all these doubts along the way, and they just spiraled and they just went. And it's not that I lost my whole relationship with the Lord. It's just that I let that doubt in. Oh, well, maybe, it's like you just this and that. And it's like you kind of dismiss it away, or just whatever, just keep going. And then you just get busy. The enemy gets you busy. I feel like we moved, and it was busy driving kids, because I had to drive kids everywhere for jobs, and I didn't get to dedicate as much as I wanted to do doing things I enjoy. And so it was just a lot adjustment in life and figuring out. And so I feel like right now in my life, you know, I've been really, and going for the perimenopause, and not knowing anything, doing the natural route because that's just what I've done in my life, and just finding what works for me. That was the most important. And so I ventured on walking, and walking has been huge for me. It's like helped me 100%. I want to do a video of like the first 10 pounds gone and how everything's worked, but not today because we gotta make food. We gotta make food. Let's not talk about 10 pounds. We gotta make food. And so let's share about God's goodness. And so then it was like figuring those things out, and then it's like it gets you in a good headspace. You're on that right, and then it's like, all right, God, this is what your word says. Believe it. And I had a friend, one of my viewers, I'll ask her if I can share her name. She sent me a book, and I'm going through the book right now, and I'm like, wow, yeah, these are all the places where I started doubting. This is where I allowed the enemy in my head. Very thankful. I went through a course like this, I say a book course, probably 20 years ago. Thought I was good. I already did this. Why do I need to do it again? No, God's grace covers you. Well, I still allow things in my life that I shouldn't have. Negative thoughts, wrong thinking. Shouldn't allow the devil to take things. And so I'm redoing it, and I'm like, wow, what a difference it's making. And so I'm excited for this next venture in life, whatever it's going to be, but trusting God with it and being excited for it. It excites me. You know what I mean? So I'll share more as I can, but as of right now, I'm here at home and we have things to do today. I was looking, yesterday was muffins all day long, and I'm very thankful for them, and we'll see how they go. So did we make food? We had Salisbury steak. That was so good. I actually had 3 of those meat patties yesterday because they were just that good. I was like, I had it first one night before I added all the gravy, and I ate it earlier, like I don't know, 12 or 1, I was getting hungry, and I ate it. And then about 5, I was like, I'm hungry, so I'm like, I just took another one and ate it. It had gravy, but I took off most of the gravy. I tried to. And then like later, I'm like, I was putting it away. I'm like, this is so good. I'm gonna have another one. So yeah, that was so good. But that was like my food. I didn't have anything else yesterday. Besides muffins, I had a lot of muffins because I had to taste muffins. So it was one of those where I don't eat a lot of that. So it was like, okay, that was a lot, but it was still a great day. Still a great day overall. So today I got up, took Maxine for a nice long walk. We came back, the sun is shining. It's back to sweaty eyeball weather in Florida. I think I just saw a social media post from our weather guy, and he says, as of today, or whatever, yesterday is the start of 90 degrees. We will not see a dip below 90 until like, I feel like it was September, October, and I was like, probably September. And I was like, yeah, that's it. So when you walk in the morning, you get those sweaty eyeballs, I call it, like where you're sweating. It feels great. It's cooler. I don't even know what the temperature is, 77, but it's just the humidity. So it's just sweaty eyeballs. That's what I call it, sweaty eyeballs, because your eyeballs literally sweat, or mine do. So it was good. We did our walk, came home. I sat under the fan and I read my Bible and was encouraged, wrote down a bunch of scriptures. And I've got some scripture for you, scriptures that help me in my own life. And it's the ones I wrote down is, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new man. The old has passed away and a new has come from God. That's 2 Corinthians 17. I think I wrote that down. And that reminds me, you know what? Your past is your past. It's like God has set you free from that. We got a new man right here. You got a new woman right here. God has made you new. Anything anybody wants to say about you in your past? Go ahead, whatever. So my pastor was talking about this week, and he's like, whatever. That was another part we had. We're going through the book of Galatians. I think it's Galatians, pretty sure. Talking about or Philippians. Ooh, I better look that up. Hold on. Philippians. I was thinking that. I'm like, am I saying the right one? Going through the book of Philippians, and he was talking about the scripture, and he was going through, he's like, I kind of think Paul's going to be a little sarcasm when he's like, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever brings good report, like those things, think on those things. And he's like, I'm thinking it's more like whatever, like if something bad happens, it's like, whatever. I'm thinking of things that are lovely, whatever. The devil wants to do something, whatever. And it was more like that, that's not for me to think about. I'm thinking about the good things of God, like whatever. And so, yes, so no matter what someone has said about your past, it's like, whatever. It's like, no, God has you as a new person. And then I wrote down Isaiah 54:7. It says, no weapon forged, I like this one, forged against me will prevail. Anybody try to forge things, say things about you that are untrue? All day long, even people you know. And you will refute every tongue that accuses me. And that's not just random people. It could be well-meaning close people saying things just in an argument, in a disagreement on anything. And it's like, no, that's not true. And so I've got that. I said, in Exodus 23:25, worship the Lord your God, and his blessing will be on your food and water. I will take away sickness from among you and anything around us, right? And then Romans 8:31, what then can I say? If God is for us, who can be against us? And the answer, no one and nothing. Nothing can. But you can allow the enemy back in to give you doubt, worry, concern, all those things. That's not even the case. So the one thing I took, one of the many things I took from the sermon this week is you say, whatever. So if someone wants to say something mean to you, just go, whatever. Whatever's pure. Let's think on pureness. Let's think on love. Let's think on joy. Let's think on the good things. So I'm going to think on the good things today because I got a lot of great things to talk and think about today. So we are going to have a great day. I woke up thinking, where's my list? My list was literally empty. I have to go out today. We got to go take, Jensen needs a haircut. He's got the whole teenage, I call it fluffy hair. Every child pretty much in this area has it, maybe in your area too, where it's the messy hair look. I think I saw a meme and it was like is it an emu or not emu? It wasn't an emu or emu, the bird with the fuzzy hair up here. So he doesn't have curly hair, so it doesn't fuzz up like the other kids, but he has very straight hair. So his hair is, it looks great. The lady's doing a great job cutting it. So we just need to go and tone it down a little bit. And so, yeah, we need to tone down a little bit. So we need to go do that today. And Madeline she got acrylic nails when I got my toes done. And so it's time to get them taken off. She's out there, she doesn't play volleyball. She plays volleyball with friends. And we were doing the beach ball in the pool. And she's like, ooh, my nails. So she says, I need to get my nails off. So we have to go do that as well today too. And then we have church tonight. So it'll be a busy afternoon. So I thought, came to my refrigerator and looked to see what we have. Because I'm like, do I have stuff for food? The one thing I don't have is food for myself. So if I do not make something for myself, I'm going to grab whatever is in the refrigerator or just go, peanut butter and jelly, which is fine, but I know I have other options. So I need to make something good so I have something good to eat today. Otherwise, I'll just get snack mix because that's really delicious, by the way. So plan to prepare. The kids, I'm just gonna figure out what we can make for them. We got some veggies to clean up. It's gonna be an amazing, amazing day. But first, I'd like to share with you Jeulia Jewelry. This company has been with me for probably close to the beginning of my channel when I really started growing, and one of their first influencers. And so they have great products on their website. A lot of you have gotten them from there. They are great products for just having everyday wear. Like, we love wearing it. And so they have a campaign coming up because it is wedding season. So if you're getting married or you're, engaged, or somebody is, this is maybe a great product for them. So their focus is say yes to love, say yes to you, and say yes to the box. So since we're already married, I've gotten some gifts here for a good friend, and I would like to say yes to good friendship. And so we have a ring. These are all pieces that I have worn over the years. They're beautiful right here. Look at this. I love that. I had this one many years. I passed on. I'm getting older. I have found I minimized my stuff a little while ago. You guys were along for the journey, and I passed along purses, passed along majority of my jewelry, and yes, gave a lot away to you guys. Just going through seasons, I get in that mode where I'm like, this is what I wear. It's what I wear every day. Throw this on for Sunday church, throw this on, and this is one that I do wear pretty much a lot, especially when I go out on Sunday. I have this necklace. Madeline has this necklace. It's very pretty. This is probably one of my favorites. Maddie, like I said, Maddie has it. Pretty much my number one choice when I go out for church, when I have to go out for a meeting or go out anything like that, I wear this. This is a good one. And then this is another bracelet. I wear this bracelet every single weekend when I go to church. So I really like it. You push the little button down. It's always tricky to know right there. It opens up. The bangle bracelet. Brooklyn had gotten one. I don't even know which one she got, but she got one, and I'm like, that's a bangle bracelet. I haven't seen a bangle bracelet since I was a teen, and so I saw Jeulia had it, and I got one, and I'm like, I really like this. So very nice. Just a simple bracelet. I wear this one, and I wear my little seashell bracelet. Those are my go-tos pretty much every Sunday for church. And sometimes it's not, maybe you don't have someone to hand you some jewelry and you can say yes to. Maybe you're already married, maybe you don't want to get married, and that's completely fine. But maybe sometimes it's going to be open up the box and it's going to be a gift to yourself because you know what? You're worthy. You're worthy, you're loved, and you're cherished. And sometimes getting a little piece of jewelry for yourself brightens your day. I know it does mine. So thank you, Jeulia, for partnering with me in today's video. I will link below. They always give you a discount. Go check out anything. All of their jewelry is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. The leaf necklace, one of my absolute favorites. This is, like I said, a favorite. And this bracelet right here. Been wearing this one for a long time. Don't always do it when I have food because it gets in the way of food. But when I go out, when I go away from the home, that's what I put on. So, all right, let's get ready for food. You ready? All right, let's go. All right, so for today, since it's Wednesday and we have church tonight, they sometimes provide the teens with meals at church. And they usually do every night, but sometimes it's like snacks or sometimes it's like ice cream. You know what I mean? Just depends. So, but it was snacks last week, so it'll probably be more of a meal this week, but we'll see. So I'm thinking food-wise, I'm like, sometimes I just like to make a big pot of something that I know they can have for lunch, dinner, whatever they want. We still have waffles in there, so I know there's waffles and a lot of turkey bacon. I don't know what happened. No one's touching the turkey bacon. I'm like, do they not know it's in there? So I need to make sure I disclose there's turkey bacon in there. So I thought, well, I will do some potato soup. I was going to do regular bacon and crush it up, you know, the good kind, because it crushed real good, but I'll just do the turkey bacon chopped up for them for the soup. And then for potato soup, because they like that. That's what I'm thinking for a big pot. And there is still spaghetti. There's a meal of the chicken that I had. The Asian chicken, they really like that. What else is in there? Is there another dinner? Oh, and Salisbury steak. So not a ton, but enough if anybody wants one of those meals. For myself, I'm thinking I have a lot of veggies. So I'm thinking, why don't I do a big set? Because I have avocados, I have tomatoes, onions, all that stuff, and lettuce. So I'm like, why don't I do a couple big salads? I'll make them complete so that there is no preparing, just grab and eat. So, but I like to put hamburger on mine, and I like turkey bacon. So it'll basically be, if you would do like a steak salad, but no steak, because I don't have steak. I do have beef pieces, but I have burgers. Burger patties, so I'll cook those. I'm thinking, I've got these sliders here that my kids are not huge sliders. I still have burger ones, so these are much smaller, so they will cook much smaller, but I'm thinking, why don't I just cook some of these up on a pan on the stove? It doesn't matter if they shrink up, if they smush together, because all I'm going to do is take these after the cook and I'm going to chop them, and then I'm going to put them in my salad. So I'm thinking if I do like, they're real thin. So if I do 3 of these, there's 3, and I'll do 3 and 3. I'll do 6 of those. And then I'll do bacon, and that'll be a good meat mixture, good protein for my salad. I'm thinking, yeah, that'll work. I might even do some eggs. No, because I want to do avocado and tomato. Would eggs be good with that? Hamburger, eggs, avocado. I feel like too smushy because avocado gets smushy because I don't do any dressing. As long as I do the avocado and I do salt and pepper, I don't do any dressing. So let's keep the eggs off. I feel like it might be good, but I don't know. Decisions. You know what? I will do some. Let me do some hard-boiled eggs. I'll cut them and put them on the side and then eat them because I can just pick them up and eat them too. That'd be yum. Okay, so let me just put this on the stove, cook it. I should do like frying pan, but we're just gonna, I don't want grease going everywhere. Okay, let's see how that goes. And so since my kids like potato soup, they really I say all 3, all 4 like it, but I'll make some breadsticks. They all love breadsticks too, and we just had breadsticks, and I'm like, you know what, why not? So this was sitting, let me mix it again. Let that sit for 1 more minute. All right, I'm gonna mix all my ingredients in here. Here is the recipe for breadsticks. You know I use this one all the time. The only thing I'm gonna do different today is I'm going to use my regular flour because I have a lot of white regular flour, all-purpose flour. I just don't bake like I used to because kids are at a different season, and I like the bread flour one. I could probably make some pizza crust. That's something I should note to myself. Make pizza crust. I should do that. Let me do some pizza crust. Maybe not today, but another day. So this is easy enough. I'm doing, how much did I do? Times 2. I was thinking, how much did I add in here? Times 2. So I'm thinking that because we don't really, like I said, there's not a whole lot of, they like the muffins, like that, the muffins over there. They're eating those up, and I'm like, look at you guys loving muffins that we never had before, so you just never know. Okay, let me add my flour. Let me check this. Then I've got my eggs here. I'm just gonna do 6, because I don't know. I'll have to see which kids end up liking eggs. If it's just me, hard boiled, so I'll do 6, because 3 eggs is a lot of eggs. But if I'm just gonna do 1 meal, and not get a snack in, that would be really good protein. But we'll see. See how hungry I am. That's the key. Pepper spray? Yeah, 1. counter. All right, so my burgers got finished real quick. So I took them, I put my paper towels to absorb the grease in there. The breadsticks are gonna be great, nice and soft, which is beautiful. It's gonna mix for a little bit and be loud. So while it's doing that, I am going to peel some potatoes. This is the internet's favorite time to watch me. I still have my potato peel. I use a paring knife, a granny paring knife. People say I waste a lot of potato. I probably do, that's fine. But someone did give me this. And my kids like using this. So you may have changed a whole generation for kids that will not. I think my older ones use a knife, but my younger kids will probably use this. So it's okay, don't worry. My work won't always be the same for everybody. So let's peel some potatoes and then we'll cut them up for soup. Probably wondering, why are you chopping them so tiny when you're not just used to cut them? Because my kids requested when I make them, they said, turn my music off, everything's so loud. When I asked if they wanted potato soup, they said yes. They said, but, there's the but, cut the potatoes small like you used to. And I was like, oh, and I believe I used to use that little chopper tool where you put it in and you chop it down. It cuts them into nice little squares. I don't have it anymore because I minimized my life. And so I'm like, all right, I need to do them a little bit smaller. So I'm trying to chop it up with the big knife. So when you see me chopping like that, there you go, that's done. Let me turn that on ferment. Last time I forgot, and it still fermented in there because it's pretty warm because it's like 90 plus here. So anyway, so that was the request of the children was, can you make the potatoes smaller? I'm like, sure. See, I don't think about things like that because that potato size doesn't bother me, but my kids wanted a certain size. So since they're the ones eating it and not me, I don't mind cutting it up into tiny pieces. So this will be good. I'm laughing because I'm like, these potatoes are from, were they the same kind? Yeah, actually, maybe not. One was Sam's, I guess. Or actually, are they both from Sam's or are they one from Aldi? I think they're both from Aldi, but one must be a little bit, one is older, but not by much. Look at the difference in color. So does it turn this way when it sits in your refrigerator? Or is it this one? I'm not sure. So regardless, so I'm gonna cut here, see how much. I'm not a good of how many potatoes. I just look at it as size-wise and go, okay, that looks good. That's how we make our meals based on what it looks like. So this is very simple. We've simplified this over the years, making it basically potatoes. I'll cut up a little bit of onion in there. You're supposed to saute onion and bacon beforehand. Use a little bit of bacon grease, but my bacon's already cooked and it's turkey bacon, so it doesn't have any grease. So what I'll do is cut a couple onions tiny because they don't like the big chunks and put that in there. We'll put some water and chicken bouillon. Let it come to a boil till it's soft. And usually I add a can of cream of chicken soup, but I only have cream of mushroom. But maybe I'll go get that. I'll go grab that one out of the freezer, might as well. And then we let it cook, add some seasonings to it, and milk, and that's it. And then to thicken, I use potato flakes, instant potato flakes. If you don't have that, you can use baby rice cereal. That works too. Or just kind of, if you smash up the potato, it kind of makes it mealy, so I don't like to do that. And that's it. And then we serve it with, you can do nothing if you have nothing. Crackers work just great. I'll have breadsticks or crackers. And then I also, since I have the ingredients, we'll put cheese on top. They can do bacon, they can do sour cream. I'll even go get green onions, but I don't think they'll use those. But that's how I would do it, like a nice loaded potato soup is what I would do for, if this was gonna be something for me. So, very simple. I'm dropping potatoes everywhere. Okay, this cutting board is a little bit smaller than I like. I had those big plastic sheets, and I thought, oh, a smaller cutting board would be fine. I'm doing less now. I still cut bigger amounts of stuff. So I would get this board. It's the stainless steel on the one side and the other, which is awesome. It stands up to dry. I love all that. But I would get it a little bit bigger. And that's just for my inability to do less things. And maybe it'll get better where I don't have to cut up as much as the kids get older. But for now, I'm always losing pieces. So, all right, let me keep cutting. Okay, so I'm going to fill the pot up a little bit past the potatoes, so they have a little bit of room in there. Not too much, because we'll add milk to it. We like it thicker. So I'm gonna do that, and then what I'm gonna do is I was in the refrigerator and I forgot I bought a bunch of sweet potatoes. So I like sweet potatoes. You know who else likes sweet potatoes? Maxine likes sweet potatoes. So usually when I'm eating my dinner, she's always right there because I have the weird food that she likes, like carrots and sweet potatoes and all those things. So I'm like, why don't I make two, one for each of my salads? I'll make an extra one so she can have one too. So I'm just gonna boil these on the stove with the soup. Right here. So here's my ice water, and you just take the eggs, stick them in there. That works really good. I like to set till they get cold. I went to my refrigerator, got out some veggies and stuff that I have to make, like a veggie tray, because there's celery and carrots and cucumber. Oh, Maxine. Hold on, I have to put it up for the squirrels. You want to go outside? She's sitting right in front of the window so she can stare at squirrels, but it's like 100 degrees. She doesn't want to go outside. So, Max, hey, don't bark. There's people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make salad, 2 salads for myself. Today and tomorrow. That'll be good. If I haven't made salad, if you make salads, you can do like the Larian jar thing I have for the week. That's good. But I'm going to be putting hamburger on mine. I'll be putting bacon and avocado, tomatoes. I'll even put the cheese on there. I'm going to kind of pull probably the lettuce to one side, put the meat on the end with cheese on it and bacon. Yeah, so it doesn't get smushy. Because I don't like smush. And then mix it all together when you eat it. That's my favorite. You got to find what you like to eat. I don't mind salads. I guess a good salad I like, but it's one of those things that I don't love it. I shouldn't say that because I really do enjoy this. It just has to taste good. It has to taste good. I'm not a big dressing person. Like I like ranch, so I would choose ranch over a healthy version of something. But I found that if I do this little mixture with the burgers, the bacon, avocado, tomato, and salt and pepper, like that flavors my salad enough where I'm going, okay, the avocado is kind of smushy, so it makes it creamy. And then I get all the other yummy flavors that I like in there. So you just gotta find what works for you, otherwise you're not gonna eat it. And yes, I'm cutting up iceberg lettuce, no nutritional value in there. There's gotta be something somewhere, but that's what I like. So basically, I'm eating the burgers and I'm getting a filler of the, we'll call it fiber, right? From the veggies, but that's okay. Leafy would be better, but I don't have leafy, and that's quite all right, maybe. You know where I'm getting my leafy at? In my green drink. So I'm getting a lot of it in there because I drink one of those and I'll have the salad. So this to me is better than eating snack mix or a bag of sweet potato chips because I really like that. So don't feel bad. I'm the iceberg lettuce people. So the key to good lettuce is nice and thin, I think. We used to eat at a restaurant in Michigan. Cece's Pizza it was, and then it turned into Planet Hollywood Pizza or Hollywood Pizza. Planet Hollywood's on Toy Story. And their salad bar was my favorite. We could go there for a whole large family and it was very cheap. And kids could have any kind of pizza they wanted. They went up to the counter and requested any kind, they made it. So it was awesome. But their salad bar, this was before everybody had the chopper and everything, before internet, and they cut all the veggies super small. And I was like, wow, I'm like, even the best salad bar, and there wasn't really anything like amazing on the salad bar, but it was just tiny. That's the key. So cut your stuff up real small. Bag of shredded lettuce goes a long way too, but you can chop it yourself too. So that's what I'm gonna do for mine. Okay, so this is amazing. Some may say you're doing turkey bacon, it's garbage. Okay, but I like turkey bacon. I eat regular bacon, but if I just go to the refrigerator, I might grab 2 pieces and eat it. I think I chopped up 3.5, that's fine. The avocado, they say watch out for avocado, it's fat, this and that, but this is my main meal for the day. That's it. Like today, since I've been eating a lot of muffins yesterday, I probably will just do water with my coffee, and then I'll have my green juice, and then I'll have this whole bowl. That is my complete meal. No more food. So for me, this is pretty good. And then I'm not gonna put the cheese on. If I want cheese, I'll take it. It might be good enough. Sometimes I add it just for a little more yum, but since there's the burger and the bacon and that whole avocado, I might not need cheese. And you know, and you can do without cheese. I don't do a lot of dairy, but I do like a sprinkle of cheese on things. So this is perfection. This is a great, whole, complete, delicious meal that I enjoy. If I had some corn and black beans roasted, I'd throw some of those in there too, but I don't have any. That's okay. So whatever you like, just put in a bowl what you like, and make sure you got some protein in there. And I'm not spending $1 million. It's little burger patties that I made myself. I cooked them in grease. I just blotted them off with a paper towel, and turkey bacon, which is cheap, and eggs right there. So this is good. So these are gonna go in the refrigerator. This is my meal for today and tomorrow. Now I've got a bunch of random food to do something with. So I have the bacon. I was gonna chop that up. I should chop that up. The kids can put it. Let me chop some of the bacon up. Rinse this off. After I clean my stuff, I'll chop some up so they can put it on their soup. The eggs, I've got 3. I'll peel. Maybe somebody will eat them. I know no one's gonna touch these tomatoes but me. I did see a moldy one in there. Let's see if there's any more. Okay, good. Now I'm just put these back on my counter. And then I think I'll just do a little tray with some celery, carrots, and cucumber. And then there's a little bit of berries to cut up and put out because they have to get eaten. And if they don't eat them, then they go in the garbage. So let's do that. Let's create some, gather up fragments using it so nothing goes to waste in our household. Sounds good? And listen to music at the same time. Encouragement. Okay, so I've got lots of a veggie tray here. I'll put some ranch out. They will love that today. And then I had to throw 1 cucumber away. It was all moldy. I was like, ooh. So I hate when that happens, but it does, unfortunately. I got those mini ones, and we were eating the mini ones versus the long one, and that's okay. And then this fruit right here, this has all been washed. It's been washed and put back in the refrigerator. So I am gonna make a tray because it has to get eaten up. Whatever does not get eaten today is gonna go into a Ziploc bag into the freezer, and I will throw it into a smoothie. And we'll make some kind of, or sorbet. And sorbet would be really good too, yes. I'm like, yeah, but they like smoothies too. So I'm just gonna cut this up. I'm gonna leave this plate out with some ranch, and the potato soup is gonna be ready to do something with. So this is good, perfect. I'm feeling like gathering that stuff up. Don't like anything to go to waste. So it's good to gather up. You know, I do have a lot of bananas too. So here's 2 plates. We're gonna leave this out. This will go out for the kids to eat today. Be good enough. You know what, I'm gonna throw this little tiny onion away. I know. It was, I needed to eat it. It's okay. Let me wipe my mess up here, and we'll do bananas and freeze them. Put these in the refrigerator. You know, something else I have to use is these mangoes. I don't have to. These are from our mango tree. They're gonna be really sour, but if I cut them up and put them on the tray here, somebody will eat them. Our mango, they're gigantic. Like, these are mini. The ones out there are just getting huge. I'm like, oh my goodness. And so we were reading about when to take them off, and they said when you feel the top part, like where it's attached to the tree, it'll be a little bit soft, then it's time. They're staying on. We've had some storms, thank goodness, because we have no rain or a drought, and they're staying on. They're strong. So this has been sitting on my countertop. I love mangoes. It's just that I've been busy. I've been busy this week, so I just haven't grabbed any to eat them. So I'm gonna cut some up here and just put them. They'll be real sour, but someone might eat them. If not, then they'll go in the smoothie bin and nobody will even know. It's just, they're more sour. The texture reminds me of a honey mango. I don't know what kind of mangoes they are. We're learning. It doesn't really, there's so many varieties of them, but the texture feels like the honey mangoes. It's not a honey mango tree because those mangoes are more smaller and yellow. I think my neighbor has one of those. Pretty sure based on the size of his mangoes, but and ours are just huge. It looks like you must say regular mango tree. If there's ever a regular one. So we'll see what it is, but the texture is amazing. So I just kind of cut. How do people cut them? I usually cut the sides off and then I kind of chew on the middle. I'm not gonna do that on these because they're real sour. I'm really not into sour right now. I ate that carrot. I'm like, okay, I'm not even hungry yet, so why did I eat the carrot? Force a habit. So we will just peel these, put them on the tray, and see if anybody eats them. Like I said, they're real sour. I think one of my viewers, she said that they take them and they dehydrate the sour part and then use it for different stuff for kids and that. But maybe back in the day, but it would be something we wouldn't use all the time, so I won't even bother. Okay, I just gotta make sure there's no yuck on them, because these are ones that just went on the ground. They're gonna be great. I'm excited for the big ones out there to see how they do, because that's exciting. I think we've got maybe 12 left, so that's better than 0, which we had last year. So we will go with it. Okay, let me peel this off here. No, bread dough's not done yet. My time has come. We'll finish our soup up here in a minute. Let me peel this here. You're not seeing anything. Okay, I'm gonna wipe up my mess here and clean my dishes, and then we'll come over here and finish up this soup. All right, I'm not done yet. I still have a watermelon sitting there that has to get used, and I forgot the sweet potato as well. So let's get some flavor in here. So we do some pepper. Let me do some salt in here. A little more salt. Let's see, I also have a cream of mushroom. I don't have cream of chicken. That's okay. I usually have chicken. This is one of those dishes where I'm like, it's used bacon, which would be pork. I'm surprised they use chicken. I just don't have cream of chicken soup. I didn't make any because I don't really have it for anything else. So I'm going to put that in there. That's really nice and thick. And then I'm going to add some caramelized onion. I don't usually add this, something different. These are really good. Come on. Let them break real quick, and then I'll add some milk. Okay, flavor's really good. So I'm going to add lactose milk. Can you smell it? Let's just use the rest of that. I'll let this simmer while that mushroom melts, dissolves, and then I'll add mashed potato flakes. All right, we got bananas here that need to go in freezer. I'm gonna put them in freezer bags here. And then my watermelon, I think I'm just gonna cut it in slices and leave it out. It's one of those things that if I cut it up and put it in the refrigerator, nobody will touch it. But if I cut it in slices and leave it out, it gets eaten up. They like the nostalgia of holding it and eating it, so whatever works. So, because I've got another big one in the freezer from Sam's. So I'm like, I gotta eat this other small one. I think this was an Aldi one. Pretty sure is where I got it from. So bananas are good and ripe. They do great for smoothies and baking. We'll stick them in the freezer. Okay, I had a observance here for the first time over bananas. Chiquita bananas. I'm assuming to get those at Aldi. They are like, I'm gonna say fuzzy. Like when you go to peel them off, you feel like there's a little bit on the edge, like fuzzy, smushy on the outside. Del Monte is cleaner. I know they're probably two different kinds of bananas. Obviously they are, because look at the difference in bananas. And I know they're different kinds of bananas because we have banana trees, so I do understand that, but I never really pay attention to that. Isn't that funny? Like I like Sam's Club bananas, because this one right here, is this one? I'll find out. This one is a Del Monte. I can already feel it. It just feels like thicker, like there's no smushy on the outside. Do you have a preference in bananas? I just never realized that until today, and I'm 50 years old. Anybody else? Del Monte bananas are the ones I like. Yeah, I just don't like they're like, I feel like it's fuzzy. They're not bad, I'll eat them, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I like the cleaner banana. So let me know, which bananas do you like, Del Monte? Or what was the other one? Battered dyed. So do you like Chiquita? That would be from Aldi. Or Del Monte from Sam's Club. I have not really paid attention to the brand names at the other stores, but that's something new I just figured out at 50 years old. Okay, so I've got a lot of bananas here, but this is good because I know banana muffins are going to be on my forefront of my life here soon, hopefully. And then smoothies, you can do this for sorbet. They really like it in their sorbet too, banana sorbet. It's a weird thing, but it's nice and creamy. It makes the rest do creamy. Okay, and then I think our soup is ready, and we just got to cut a watermelon up. let me put all this in the trash. One more thing, let's do the sweet potatoes. They're still warm, so I don't want to put them in my salad, but I'll just put them in here. I'm sure Maxine will remind me that they're in here. She'll smell them, or I'll see them too. You know what? I think I'll just cover this and put this in my refrigerator. Chop it up tomorrow, or however long this takes to get rid of. So, but I mean, I guess it's a lot easier just to munch on this and throw the rind in the trash. So I can see that. We got a whole smorgasbord. I'm just gonna put a plate on or a piece of Parrish, like wax paper. All right, let's come over here. You guys are with me for the morning here. I'm getting done so I can get my kids. Okay, so this is good. It's all dissolved. Let's add some, probably a cup of potato flakes. It thickens as you add it. It's the only thing I buy instant potato flakes for, the soup. I guess you can thicken it with a butter flour mixture. I just never have for potato soup. I don't know why. We're just sitting here going, what else do I add to the soup? I feel like it's plain sour cream. So I'll add a good, a container of sour cream. Perfect. You don't want to do like a hard boil when you add that because it will curdle. But this is it. I know it's so simple, but this is a favorite. We've been making this one for many, many years. I feel like it's thick enough with the 1 cup of potato flakes. The yellow potatoes are a lot softer, so if you use like a russet, it'll be a lot more liquidy, but the yellow ones get like, it makes the mixture, the liquid get creamier because of the starch, I assume. So look at that. We got us some potato soup for the day. They can have for lunch, they can have for dinner. It doesn't bother me. Anytime. Sitting here, I'm thinking, wow, is that all I have to film today? That's all I gotta do? No, I still have an entire container of breadsticks to make. So let's make those. I'm like trying to get done. Yesterday was a busier day for me, so I didn't get to do all the school that I wanted to do just because I knew, or actually I didn't eat all, and that's fine. It was just my days, and I expected that. I was gonna do some, and I'm like, you know what, that's okay. If I don't, I don't. That's no big deal. So we will do some today. So I like to get done by 10:30. It's a few minutes before 10, so this will be perfect. So I can get this all rolled out and then bake it as we're doing stuff. So great. Maybe some flour. It's a little sticky. Some soft though, which is good. For this real simple, I did 2 batches. It makes 8 breadsticks, cut it in half, and then cut it again in half, and then again in half, and you got 8 and 8. Roll them out. I'll put them over here with a towel over and let them rise up for, I don't know, 20 minutes. Preheat my oven during that time, put them in for 10 minutes, and then I put butter with garlic powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, mix it up, brush it on. So good. They love it. They absolutely love it. It's a delicious breadstick with the soup today. All right, we got our school stuff done, so I'm gonna put butter on my breadsticks. I am out of granulated garlic, totally out of it. So I just took my roasted garlic, put it in here, smashed it all up with Italian seasoning. I'm gonna rub it on, brush on, and then do Parmesan cheese. The boy you like. All right, people, so this mama is gonna head out because kids are doing chores. We're gonna go head out the door, get some hair chopping. We gotta get some nails whipped off, and then come back, edit, get in the sunshine for a little bit, and then head to church tonight. So have a fantastic rest of your day. Come back tomorrow, and we'll do more live. All right, I'll see ya. Bye.